And I obviously I want to talk about the music video for this too, because it's something completely, it's very spicy. It's very different
Did
for
you get to
you.
see the previews?
I saw some of the clips. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm shocked. Yeah, I was like, how is she going to release this? But I see it'll be on OnlyFans uncensored and
Yeah.
censored for everyone else. But,
Yeah.
we'll talk about what maybe was behind the thought process in a second, just because it seems like you are addressing some of your critics and everything. But first of all, I just want to talk about, the nudity and filming it. Just did you, what were your concerns beforehand? How comfortable were you when you were shooting it? Because I mean, you're out there.
Yeah. So at first, when I had the idea, I was like, I have to have a body double. My body's not good enough. I went through this transformation in Bali because I didn't bring my wigs, I didn't bring my lashes, I didn't bring my heels and my outfits. And I didn't realize that since I was 17, I've been programmed to put everything on to the grocery store.
Mm,
So I didn't realize who I was without it at all. And once I was in Bali for the first couple months, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, I'm so ugly.
mm,
And I felt like I saw everything wrong with me. And I felt like everything that everybody has said is wrong with me was also manifesting in my mind as well. And until I got into theta healing, Reiki healing, Wim Hof, ice baths, like breath work. I mean,
mhm.
until I truly started to understand the alternative medicine world, got off of big pharma, got on to being healthy and eating raw and really like taking all of the noise away. I started to understand my beauty. And one day I remember like leaving Bikram and I was like flushed and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, I have really pretty skin. And it stays in my mind because it's the first time I've said something nice to myself in years,
Mm,
because this industry doesn't say anything nice and I'm critical and I see the flaws, and I've been trained to point out what isn't right.
yeah.
I'm a trained robot at this point. So yeah, I think that I had to really love to learn my beauty to be able to like put it all back on again and it not be necessary. Like I can shine from the inside in a different way.
Mhm.
And so like my first instinct was body double. And then Alfredo Flores, who shot the video, who does Ariana and Justin Bieber, he's
Mhm.
huge. He actually, his first job in the industry was being a PA on the set of Danity Kane's Bad Girl. And his job
Really?
was like to take me from the trailer to the set with Missy Elliott.
That's
And we've
wild.
been best friends ever since. He's incredible. I can't say like nicer things about Alfredo Flores. He deserves everything and more. And with Caesar, who's one of the most incredible hairstylists in the industry.
Mhm.
I worked with so many brilliant people, the Fredo's team, everybody just said, I got you, you're safe, you can trust us. I had my little moment in the bathroom before we started. I filmed it at Todrick's house.
Okay.
I literally like went in the bathroom and I was like, I'm going to feel this entire day like I'm completely compromising my art and I need to be okay with that. And then I
Mm,
walked out on set and I started up and I was like loving it. And then
feeling
by
it.
the end, I looked at Fredo and I was like, I started this day like with a tear in my eye, knowing like you got to compromise today, Aubrey, because this is where the music industry is at this point in time. Throwing music up on a distribution platform does nothing for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
And it's polluted. And it's so polluted that nothing can even be brought to attention. So I want this to be powerful and heard. And also, as I started filming, I realized I'm feeling liberated. Like I was running, Todrick came home at the end of the night and I like jumped on him and like hugged him naked. And he's like, oh, I don't like, get it away from me. I'm going to get a
Not
kill.
for me, but good
There's
for
going to be
you.
a text message kill switch right now for that word. But anyway, I literally was like, Todrick, with my boobs out. And he's like, I love that you feel so like free and comfortable. And then like Alfredo and I kind of closed the night and he was like, he never had said this to me because he knows they were like BS, and he was around me during all times in my life. But he was like, I saw those like fat photos of you, and I saw everyone calling you obese and saying that you are a loser. And a lot of people were laughing at you publicly and behind your back. And to see you be so comfortable in your body and to look so awesome on this footage, Aubrey, like it makes me feel so good that like I could be a part of this journey, like through your womanhood. Sexuality is a part of womanhood. You know, in America, we're so uptight about it, but in every other country, they show nudity. It's not even censored.
Right.
Most other countries. So
Yeah.
so it's not that big of a deal in a lot of places. Here it is, but there I stopped putting all of the labels and the titles and the reputation, all these words that are man-made words that only have the meaning we give them. I put them aside and I just allowed myself to be free, and it was incredible. And the shooting, all the photography that I've taken so far has been the same way. Like, it's really, really fun for me. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually
Good.
loving it.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, because this video ends with you writing that note, you wanted me uncensored, here you go. I am
Yeah.
sure that is a big F you to just all the people that you were just saying, those
Everybody.
critics at that time,
Yeah.
when pictures were coming out and
Yeah.
just commenting on your body. Just
Yeah. And by the way, that was just one time. It's happened to me multiple times. I've
oh
had to
yeah.
write my name and a date and what I really look like on a card saying this is degrading a few times in my career. It started when I was 17. My body has been on the chopping block since then. And I'm like in both worlds, you know, I would be at my sorority with mostly white girls at UC Irvine, and everybody would look at Us Weekly and In Touch, and everybody was like, Nicole Richie and Lindsay Lohan were like the covers, running on the
Yeah.
beach with their ribs, very skinny, and everybody wanted to look like that. And then I'd go back to filming in New York with Diddy on Making the Band, and he'd be like, you're my looker and you don't look good. You need to eat like 8 cheeseburgers now. Like you don't look, you look sucked in, like you need to have body. And it would confuse me at such a young age, like, well, what is beautiful? Am I supposed to be curvy? Am I supposed to not? And I couldn't control when my boobs and butt and everything developed. It was like the
Yeah.
topic of conversation that everything is fake. But you know, that was the first time I started to see like, wow, everybody's got a lot of opinions about my body that are inaccurate. But it's like once the inaccuracy starts, you never can quite, it's almost exhausting to have to correct it. And then you
Yeah.
start to
And you're just saying
belong,
the same thing over and over again. It's like,
and then you belong to people instead of yourself. And I belong
yeah.
to me and I belong to my art. And anything else that I do is, you can change the channel if you don't like it.
Yeah. And you know, last thing I wanted to ask you about was this other obviously Photoshop drama earlier this year about, you know,
The
just you
TikTok
being
girl.
in Bali and some of
Yeah.
the pictures. Just
Yeah.
is there anything you still want to clear up about what it comes to what is and what isn't edited?
Yeah.
I think people know when they see it, but
Yeah, I actually like filmed Tamron Hall today, and they had the photos up, and I was like, okay, like I can tell you which ones are shopped and which ones aren't. So for me, Bali was for me, any place that's that spiritual and profound, but especially at that moment in my life, I never went anywhere with my camera and my selfie stick out like a tourist taking 5 million photos.
yeah.
I wanted to have nature speak to me and revive my soul and give my body vibrations and feeling again. So, like, did I hike down a 2 hour, like, slanted mountain with a caboodle case of makeup, a wig, and a stylist rack of dresses? No, I did not. Do I want my photography to feel exactly how that moment felt and how my body and my mind felt in it? Yes. When I was in Athens, I wasn't wearing a gold dress like a goddess with orange eyeshadow with nails. I mean, if you look at my art
In
for
front of the
real,
Parthenon.
everything is curated. From my
Yeah.
nails to my eyeshadow to my hair to my outfits, I do everything. I shoot everything. So when I'm there, I'll take videos so everyone can feel it and see that I'm actually there. But in my work, I'm not saying this is a serious thing that I want to be judged. I'm saying this is what this felt like to me, and I'm an artist and I just created this for you.
The vibe.
and it's a vibe. And like my Instagram, I don't think anyone goes to my Instagram and thinks I'm getting like to see inside her personal life. Frankly, if you think you're seeing inside of anyone's personal life, you're a dumb, because Instagram is a highlight reel. It's not real for anybody, not celebrities, not regular people. No one posts themselves crying in the shower when their Hinge date didn't call them back.
No.
So it's silly to think otherwise, but to me, I'm not really inspired by the girls who are taking selfies that are a little blurry of the jean jacket from Fashion Nova. If I'm gonna have to post the jacket, I'm gonna be on the moon, in space, with metallic stars. I'm gonna give you art.